Hello friends, good afternoon all of you, and let's begin for today's class. Okay, so if you remember last time, I think that about adverb, have you finished adverb all? I think that types we people have finished, and there were some errors how to use correctly adverb in some of the sentences that we people have seen. Okay, so I think that today we can start with new topic, and that can be prepositions. So let's begin. So is everything okay? Voice is audible, screen is visible, everything is fine.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, then let's begin with this new topic. So if you think that all parts of speech that we people have studied so far, every part is very important. It is not like that if I know only nouns and that is okay. So it is not only nouns are not enough. If I can understand only pronouns, okay, and only pronouns are not sufficient, okay. That you people have to understand with a noun pronoun, you people what we people studied in adjectives, so you need to have knowledge of all those parts of speech. So here so far whatever people have done, noun pronoun, adjective, adverb also we people have completed. Again we people have done with verb also. So now remaining two or three parts of speech that we people need to understand. That you know what happens if you are not having any idea about how to use prepositions correctly. In that case it is going to become a difficulty for you people, or maybe it may be confusing, though maybe they are not that much important because content words are very important in communication. But to be exact, okay, to be exact, or whatever you wanted to just try to tell, if there should not be any confusion or there should not be any kind of ambiguity, in that case you should know the exact use of prepositions in the sentences. So therefore in today's session, so we people are going to just learn something about these prepositions, because if you know prepositions you'll come to know how to use those prepositions correctly. So here you'll get this word preposition. It's made up of two words. That pre is there, so pre is prefix here and position is here. So position means that is the place, okay. So they decide or define the place of what? Place of noun, okay, in a sentence. And they come, pre means before of what? Before of noun, okay. So prepositions are also used in sentences, and they're used before nouns, and they just define or decide a place of that noun in a sentence. Or in other words, prepositions try to connect the nouns to the sentence, okay. So prepositions try to connect the noun to the sentences. And in that case you people can just take example like this. If you're getting one sentence, so he is something like that. If you read this sentence and try to tell me what is this sentence, he is the class. So is it making complete sense, or there is something missing?
No, sir, not complete.
So something is missing. So how we can make it complete? What you can put here somewhere?
He is in the class.
Okay, if you put here something, or let's say he is in the class, in that case it makes complete sense. So therefore it is important that how we people are going to just use prepositions correctly, and some of the prepositions that we people are going to see their use in this session. Okay, so let's begin. Let's go to the next slide. Let me know if the next slide is visible, or I have to share the screen once again.
Not visible.
Okay, so I will share it once again. And let's try to understand. So first of all, it says prepositions are used before nouns and pronouns. So you should know place of preposition in a sentence. Where they are used? They are used before nouns and pronouns. And then they are used to show what? When prepositions are used, they're used to show place of the noun, they're used to show time, they're used to show position, or they're used to show method or manner. Here you can understand like this. Okay, so for that reason we people use prepositions. They're used to make prepositional phrases which are bound together with their objects. So preposition and prepositional phrases, these are two things that we people can understand. So when we think of prepositional phrases, so with that some other words come. For example, inside. Okay, so in is preposition, inside with additional words that became prepositional phrase like this, and they bound together with their objects inside the hall, inside the room, something like this. So here already again a kind of sentence examples that people can see here. The book is the table. So what is missing here? Preposition is missing. So which preposition you can insert here?
On.
On.
So if you mention here the book is on the table, that is going to be right. You can use multiple. It can be under the table also, isn't it? It can be the book is under the table also. Then he is playing dash the garden. Here. So what do you think? Which preposition can make this sentence meaningful? He is playing the garden.
In the garden.
Okay, in the garden. So that can be, here you can put another also. So behind the garden, in front of garden, or maybe around the garden. So multiple prepositions can be possible depending upon what you want to say, but most suitable will be in the garden. Okay, so the above sentences do not make complete sense. If we add prepositions in between them, it will be meaningful. So your sentence can be the book is on the table, he is playing in the garden, and then now sentences are meaningful. So therefore we need to use these prepositions exactly and correctly. Okay, so here we people will see some of the prepositions and their examples one by one. I think that the notes that you people are getting of unit number 1, there you people can get a detailed list with their Marathi meaning and examples that you people can go through and try to understand much. Okay, so above. So when we are going to use above, what does it mean? Actually, when you're going to use above, it means over, but there is some gap or there is some distance between these two things. Maybe if this is above, here example, you can see the aeroplane flew above the building. Okay, so suppose if this is the building and if this is the aeroplane here, in that case you'll come to know there is some distance. In such cases you are going to use above. For example, the fan is above my head. So above is like this, which is for used to show something is over here like this. Then here is another preposition that is along. So we can use along for maybe to be with, okay, or across with. For these meanings people can use along. So the horse was walking along the beach. So here you can see if this is the direction of beach and if here is the horse. Okay, so if this horse is walking along the beach, it means that if this is beach, then horse is walking in this direction. So in that case we can call the horse was walking along the beach. Then beside, next preposition is here beside. Meaning of beside, you can take it like near. Okay, so the language lab is beside the principal's cabin. So when you say beside the principal's cabin, You can take the meaning like near or next or close. So that can be the meaning of beside we can take here. So you can make other sentences also. You can use the school is beside the temple, or you can say my farm is beside the lake. Okay, so like this. Then here in is a preposition which is used for time, also for place. So here you people can see Neetu always keeps her books in the cupboard. So here preposition in is here and the cupboard shows the place. But we can use for time, we can use like this. Suppose we get holidays in summer. Okay, so here in summer, here in indicates time, here in indicates place. So they can be used for different reasons. Then we can go for another example here, and this is preposition on. So with on also same, on can be used to show time, on can be used to show place as well. The snacks are kept on the table. So the table is noun and preposition on is used. So it is showing place here. Okay, but we can use another example on, because the meeting is on Monday. So when you say on Monday, so here Monday is referring to time. Okay. So for this reason, you people can understand different context. So it depends upon the speaker, it depends upon the writer, it depends upon the user for which reason, which preposition is going to be suitable. So accordingly, they can use it. Okay. So all of you just take note of it, of such prepositions, that how you people can make it, and accordingly you can make your own examples. You can check yourself, check your understanding, check your knowledge, whether you are able to make sentences with beside, with along, with above, with using preposition in, by using preposition on, how you can make sentences. Okay. Then next we are having preposition here, and that is into. So who will tell me what is the difference between in and into? Are they same? Can we say the donkey fell in the well? Will it be okay to say donkey fell in the well if I use preposition in here in this sentence? Is it audible?
Yes, sir.
I'm not getting any response, so I thought that it may not be audible. So isn't it audible, first of all?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now pay attention. So in just shows position. Okay, so here in shows just position. So which is something is already inside. For that reason, people use in. And into shows movement. Okay, there is some movement or there is some direction. In that case, it is used into. Okay, for the donkey fell into the well. So there is a motion, or there is a movement, or there is a kind of direction that of falling into the well. So therefore it is into. So here you cannot use donkey fell in the well, but it has to be donkey fell into the well. The next is inside. Again, in, into, inside, you may be getting similar, but you know that inside again having a different meaning than in. So inside means which is having maybe particularly place, which is referring inside. Okay. So mother kept her jewelry inside the locker. So when you use inside, that indicates that you are using a particular place. Maybe here it is locker, at it may be inside hall, inside room, inside country inside, something like that. You people can think, and you can use the word inside as a preposition there. Okay, so these are few prepositions that we people are seeing through their examples, and I think that meaning is quite clear of these prepositions: above, along, beside, in, on, into, inside. If it is clear, then we can go to the next slide. If you have any questions, you can ask.
No questions, sir.
Then let's pay attention to here this next slide with another prepositions. Here it is at. Okay, so we people can use at for two things, for two reasons: for showing time, and we can use for showing place also. So if you read the given example here, this is the program will start at 10 a.m. Okay, so at 10 a.m. it indicates the time, and it is, you know, that is sharp time. Okay, so if it is at 10 a.m. it is sharp time. Okay, so it cannot be at 10 a.m. It does not mean after 10:30, or it does not mean at 9:30. So at 10 it means 10. Okay, and another example I would like to give you here, which is referring to place. We can say we are at the office. We can say we are at the station, or you can say we are at college. So in these cases, you see at is used to show place also. So time and place we can show with the preposition at. So you can just try to think of it and try to make different examples. The next, by can be used for number of reasons. Okay, by can be used for number of reasons. You can see here, we will reach Mysore by 7 a.m. So what do you mean by 7 a.m.? By 7 a.m. And if it is 8, if it is 8 at 7 a.m. and if it is by 7 a.m., what does it mean? Meaning of by 7 a.m.
It can be, we can reach at 6:30, 7 or 7:30.
Yes,
Up
that
to
is
7.
yes, up to 7. That is approximate. Okay, that is not the sharp time here. 7 by 7, it means near to 7. It may be 7, it may be less than 7, it may be more than 7. So that is approximate, a kind of case that you are expressing. In that case, you can use by 7, which is referring here time, and sharp, if it is at, you can use this at. Then another example here I can give you for by. So you know that we can use it like this. He traveled Europe by train. Okay, so in this case, by train, by bike, by bus, by boat. So here that is means which is used here. This way we also you can use by. Or in passive voice. Okay, in passive voice we people know everywhere we people use preposition by, like a later, written by me. So here it will come to know every time we people were using by. So here also in passive voice we people use by. Okay, and you can find out more uses and more examples. In our reading, you should be very careful about which are the words that you people are reading, using, and how they are used, and then you try to analyze. So okay, when you're reading with a lot of time, so you pay attention to the words, whether they are noun, whether they are adjectives, preposition, conjunction. If it is verb, then which verb form. Everything that we people have studied so far, you should analyze what are the words there are and how they are used. Okay, so then only people can increase your understanding, and then people can increase your grammar understanding also. So that is important. Then next, during. So during means something which is going on in between that. So for that is used during. So Aditya was sleeping during the lecture. So what is going on here? Lecture is going on, and many students right now also might be many students. They might not be sleeping, but they are not attentive, I'm sure. but we are not going to just probe. We are not going to ask anybody. We will consider from my side, everyone is attentive right now. 49 students are connected and everyone is connected. So during the lecture, it shows that at the time of lecture is going on. During that, so here it refers to something which is in progress and during that. Then since indicates, again here it is used to refer a time. Rohit has been crying since morning as he lost his cat. So here also will come to know since gives us the time when action started. Okay, so there are 2-3 words for this. You can say since. There is one word since. Okay, there's another word for. There is another word from. To. So all these 3 words, they refer to time. So since here it is used to tell the beginning of action. Okay, beginning of the action. For example, right now, since morning. Okay, so that crying started in the morning, so that is beginning. Okay, and now here you'll come to know for. So for is used for what? For is used for period. Okay, so how much time it was going on. Okay, so if we are using here like this, the Rohit has been crying for 1 hour, for 2 days. So here that is period of time. Okay, so but since we are coming to know, or we are getting it like that, the action started at this point, like morning. Okay, but here with for we get the period, actual period, and with from and to we get beginning with from, and we get ending with to. So this is also possible. So you can say the meeting is going on from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. something like this. So from to gives your beginning and ending. So since is used to tell when that action started. Okay, and we people have studied present perfect continuous tense, past perfect continuous tense. So there will be people are getting structures like that, have, has been, ing. Okay, so here has been crying since morning. Okay, so this is the sentence that you people can use with since. Since use the beginning of the action, which is action here, which is verb here, crying. Okay, so crying started since morning. So from that up to now, the activity is going on like that. So next word is till. So till is used to show the point of closing or last or ending of the action. So closing point, till is used to show something which is going to close at certain period, certain time. So the medical shop is open till 12 midnight. So when we people are using 12 midnight, so this is the extreme, or this is the last possibility that medical shops are going to be open. Okay, so till is giving you another end, or the closing point, or the last time. Then next is within. So when you are going to use within, for within is used something which is in your reach. Okay, something is in your reach. For example, our guest should be here within an hour. So here certain stipulated time is there, and inside that time, so within an hour, within 5 minutes, within 1 day, within 1 week. So you're having one stipulated time, and inside that something is possible. So in such case, you can use this within here. Then next, I think that again we are coming on here. So now I think that I have given example like this on Monday. Okay, so the employees met for the project on Monday. So this time on here is used to show time. Okay, so here it is used to show time. So in previous example, we people have seen on the table, so there it was for place. Okay, so like this, you people just think, find some of the more examples so that you understand it in a better way. The next, again, we people have here preposition by. He achieved success by fair means. How? So we'll get the method. So here, by refers to the method or means or way which is used. So by which method? By fair means. Okay. Then next is the soldiers fought with courage. So here you need to understand something that shows possession, that something that you have. So for that reason, you can use with. Or here I can give another example that you people have to tell me. So what do you think, which sentence is correct as per your understanding? First one or second one? My father is angry on me. My father is angry with me. So what do you think? What is your understanding? What should you use? Or both are correct? Or you don't know? So I think that nobody is responding. I think something is not good with this class. Are you tired today too much? So there are some students, Yash Kulkarni and I think that Avishkar Shinde. They have connected, but they have not joined with audio. So we'll remove them. Then
Second is correct.
second one is correct. Okay. So if we think that of this, this can be a translation from your mother tongue. My father is angry on me. So in Marathi, you people use like this, angry on me. माझ्यावरती रागवले. So वरती, for that you people may tend use on here, but that is not right. Okay. So the second one is right. My father is angry with me. This is going to be correct one. So all of you just ensure that you got it right. Okay. So some instruments, equipments we people can show with like this. I write with the pen. Okay, here with the pen. So pen is an instrument. So with we people can use with pencil, with something like this. Then here again we are using in, but now you can see here that is having different context. Soft skills should be taught in an effective manner. Again, you'll come to know manner or method. So in, now here it is not referring to time or place, but here it is used to refer to method or manner. So how should soft skills be taught? In an effective manner. So in refers here to manner. Then next is from. Here you read it from. Okay, here by the typing mistake it shows form. It is not form, but you read it from. Okay, so you can see Sakshi is suffering from fever. Okay, so here when you see from fever, so that is giving us meaning because of something. Then next is of. Here he died of snake bite. Because of what? So here all these they're talking about reason. So these prepositions they're explaining us reason. Okay, so he died of snake bite. Next, Dandeli is a good place for river rafting. Okay, so for which purpose? So here reason, purpose that you people can get from for. So for what? For river rafting like this. She is shivering with cold. Now with in different context. Previously people have studied my father is angry with me, or he's playing with dog, something like this. Now here she is shivering with cold. This explains, or this tells result. Okay. So what is she doing? She is shivering because of what? Because of cold. So with cold, she's shivering with cold. So here I'm taking examples from different contexts that you people have to understand. Now, even the word opposite also preposition. The word opposite is also preposition. How? We can see the example here. The bank is situated opposite the bus stop. So when you say opposite the bus stop, they are maybe face to face. If this is bank, so opposite to this, there is bus stop. Okay, like this. So you can say, my school is opposite the bus stand, or you can say our college is opposite of temple, or something like this, opposite of river, something like this. You people can use. And again, we are getting here now preposition to, and now this two shows direction. Okay, so this shows direction. So if you read the example, this road goes to museum. So to means towards. Okay, it can be similar. Here you have two words already, and you can use this road goes to museum, or this road goes towards. You can use both. So both are same. You can replace with each other. You can say this road goes to the golf club, or you can say this road goes towards museum. Both will be right. Okay, so you can use them interchangeably. To and towards can be interchanged. Then next up, that is again for direction. So you can, we all know up shows upward direction. The kite flies up in the sky. Okay, so kite flies up in the sky. So up is preposition which is showing upward direction. Okay, so these were the few sentences. I think that there are so many prepositions, but I have already told you, you can refer to the notes which are provided to you, and from that you just find it out some of the more examples. Here you people can just try to go through this exercise and try to tell me if you know the answers of these sentences with the help of right prepositions, if you could find here. So let's go through it. Education is a means dash and aim. Any guess here which preposition can come? So in education, a means, it will be
For.
it will be to. Education is a means to an end. Okay, so not of or for. Then let's go for second one. Rajat spoke to me dash the mobile.
By, through.
Can we use on? We can use here on. Generally, we don't say spoke to me by the mobile or through the mobile. Okay, on the mobile we'll say. Then next is this machine has not been in use dash 2000.
Since.
So here all you people are right. Here it is since. Okay. Here you cannot use from. Why you cannot use from? If I say this machine has not been in use from 2000, because here has not been used, so I cannot use from, but it has to be since. The next number, the factories in Pune remain closed dash Thursdays.
On.
Yes, here also people have used on Thursdays. Next, Kaveri is dash, no, sorry.
With.
Kaveri is afraid dash a dog.
Of.
So here you can see afraid of. Kaveri is afraid of a dog. Next simple sentence is here. The cashier was not dash the counter.
On the counter.
On the counter.
So if you are going to use on is not correct. Okay. It has
At the counter.
yes, it has to be at the counter. Okay. So on is not right. The cashier was not at the counter. Next, Prince fell dash the
Into.
well. Yes, here it has to be into. If you're going to write in, that will be wrong because we have just studied. It was like donkey fell into the well. Here only phrase changed, and this example is same as it is. Next, water flows dash the river.
On the bridge. On.
On the bridge.
Under.
It has to be under. Okay. Because if you see, if there is a water flowing and if here it is bridge, so water will flow under the bridge, not on. Okay. Then next we have to listen dash what our parents say. Here also you are going to use to. Okay. So we have to listen to. Listen to is a phrase. So we have to listen to what our parents say. Like this, people use. All right, so that was in short. I just tried to go through these prepositions. You know that we are spending a lot of time on unit first itself, and still we are not able to finish it. So deliberately, I just skipped a lot of content was there, but I kept it few examples and few prepositions so that we can finish it. In next session, we people will go for conjunctions. Conjunctions also we are going to cover in short time so that at least parts of speech we can complete, and then we can decide what syllabus we can put for your unit test 2. So that I will declare. Okay. So far what you've done, you just refer to the notes, but don't rely on only notes. You can make use of number of sources that you can have, make use of, Google, YouTube is there, and accordingly make your grammar perfect. And then you just try to use that grammar in communication. It should not be that only you're perfect in grammar, but it does not mean that you can speak English. If your grammar is perfect, then next step you people have to take, that has to be starting communication in English. So with your friends, with teachers also, ensure that you're going to speak it. So today we are going to close it here. If you have any questions, doubts, suggestions, you can ask me. Otherwise, we will go for attendance. Remember 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 absent, 13 absent, 14, 15 absent, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29 absent, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43 absent, 44, 45, 46, 47 absent, 48, 49, 50, 51 absent, 52, 53, 54, 55 absent, 56 absent, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61. Okay, so absent numbers are 12, 13, 15, 43, 47, 51, 55, and 56. If anybody is here, you just let me know that you are here. Otherwise, we will stop here. Okay, so should I end this meeting for all?
Yes, sir.